Greetings.
What's your business?
London is the place for me.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
How can I help you? Have a look. Farewell.
Can't find it elsewhere? Try here. Take a look. Until next time.
Speak your mind. Ever vigilant.
Be more careful. There's a war on.
So good. Maybe something I ate. Or maybe that. This is gonna be fun. In for a fresh kill.
My arm. Fuck.
See what you're made of. You know where you're going.
Hail, mate.
Hail, fella. My respects to you. Your exploits are known here. Have you come to join us? I'm Lancelot, head of security here at Camelot. Stop by the tavern sometime. You can buy me a drink. Westminster's usually closed to us commoners. Parliament even more so. But you, you got those signatures and beat the gentry at their own game. All within their sodding laws. In a fair world, they'd let you in. Instead, they chucked you in the nick. Typical, innit? When you escaped, it's only natural fate led you here. This land is Albion. You stand before Camelot, the last stronghold against gentry tyranny. The fifth column. They won't destroy what the gentry stands for, only replace them. Of course, we've all the amenities. Just stay clear of the keep if you want to keep your head, and speak to Arthur before you go. He has a way with words. Might just be that you stick around.
Speak your mind.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Ever vigilant.
London is a place for me.
Stop this madness at once! Is there not a grain of sense between you?
If the old man wants to fight, let him.
By all means, fight. Such is the custom of Dueler's Ditch, but not to the death. Do not spill the blood of your compatriots.
Compatriots? Do compatriots break honest agreements out of spite? Do they lie and cheat? The Baileys are nothing but crooks.
My family followed that ridiculous agreement to the letter.
This matter was resolved. The Round Table decreed half the forest to be preserved. What happened?
Card, burned to the ground.
And was this your family's doing, Thomas?
Of course not. The old man's deranged. What good is a charred forest to us? We're carpenters.
The Radstags have fled for the hills. The land is useless to us now. Your half-wit of a father thought we'd sell it to you.
Don't speak about my father. You have no idea.
One of you, John, call this off. No one will think any less of you.
They've gone too far this time, Arthur.
Thomas?
I need to defend my family's honor. I won't take these accusations sitting down.
Very well. Commence.
Wait!
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Will you not
Any pink
cheer the
wafers in
victor?
there?
He was a young man, John. This feud has gone on too long. I shall send someone to investigate the matter. It will be resolved.
He agreed. Such is our way.
Some will judge me for what has happened here today. They'll claim that because I could have stopped it, I should have. What do you think? I have only the authority my people have given me. They trust in the end, when Westminster falls, that democracy will take its place. Everything I do must be towards that goal. Any unnecessary use of power will break their trust. And trust is keeping this movement together, not strength. Anyway, don't get the wrong idea. Our tourney grounds across the field are oft used for friendly bouts. Speak to Galahad if you're interested. Is there something you wish to discuss? Direct them to Percival. He enjoys bombarding newcomers with the riveting tales of Camelot and our history, as if it was already enshrined in legend. Anything else? By all means.
Hail, fellow. Well met. You don't happen to be in the ownership of any Mittenlurg eggs, do you? Not that you probably care, but my Butterfingers just dropped my last batch, and frankly, I'd rather pay someone for more than go get them again. You're a lifesaver. On my honor, I'll pay you more than they are worth for saving me the trip.
You have eyes.
Can't find it
use them.
elsewhere.
Be more
Try
careful.
here.
There's a war on.
Bye.
Ever vigilant.
Is there something you wish to discuss? Good. You could be the missing piece. I'm relieved Lancelot sent you to me. Merlin would have you running the beep test. Our contact in Westminster told us of your story. You are no doubt someone who can perform beyond rank-and-file duties. I had some things I wanted to ask you if we ever crossed paths, but now isn't the time. There's a more pressing matter at hand. This feud between the Fletchers and the Baileys. It started as bickering, but now there's blood. This is not what anyone wants. To lose either on top of that, so... Once upon a time, the two families were friends. The conflict, when the that was... They both... Good. Lancelot ordered... Once you brought...
Never fought. Your timing's impeccable, comrade. A number of recruitment training slots have just opened up. You'll learn all that's required to brave the wastes. Not simply weapon-based combat, but also provisioning and espionage. At the end of training, you'll be assigned into an advisory branch. Oh, and of course you'll be paid for your time. Each branch is led by one of Eve's advisors, and runs different initiatives. There are 5 main branches: administration, offense, defense, tech, and domestics. You'll be assigned to a rank and branch respective of your talents. Me? Name's McFadden. My job is to sit here and, well, recruit people. Grant, you'll fit right in, I'm sure. I just need to ask you a few questions. Do you have any prior combat experience? No worries. We all start somewhere. I'd never even picked up a gun when the column took me in. Now let's move on to next of kin.
Greetings, Officer McFadden. I can't help but notice you are talking to a Category A individual. How exciting. I will escort them to Mistress immediately. Thank you, Officer.
Well, I've already started the recruitment process, so
So what, McFadden?
I might as well finish it. No need to deviate from the usual process.
Need I remind everyone that I outrank you, Officer?
No, I actually didn't need reminding of that depressing factoid. Fine. Follow the insufferable gearbox. Just remember to tell Eva that I sent you.
Follow me. When we met at the tournament, Guido could not
You're just in
compute your
time.
intentions.
We're in need of someone with your
Mistress
skills.
was pleased with your actions. The explosion was a favorable outcome. Guido put in a good word for you. Hence why you are a Category A individual.
It'd be a waste of time anyway.
Protect and survive. Protect and survive.
Britain awake. Awake for slumber. How you doing?
Fine day for it, ain't it?
That bandit Lawrence is so stingy with supplies. Who does he think he is?
Do you mind?
Hey, watch what you're doing, okay? I'm knackered as fuck. We're being beasted with all these drills.
My vision is getting all fuzzy. Are we being radiated?
Did you hear that? Britain awake! Awake!
Not happening, matey.
mistress is in the boardroom. If you have any questions, Guido is at your service. Please enter.
The leader must be adaptable, as you are. Please let me help her.
I don't think so, John. I've made up my mind. You've gone silent again. I'll take that as your concession.
We have a guest.
Can I help you? Is this some kind of joke? I'm not amused. Ah, the true winner of the Westminster tourney. Some say explosions are crude, but I admire their efficacy. You were seen, going behind the box right before the explosion. There's no need to be modest. Any foe of the gentry is a friend of ours. You're welcome to join in on our efforts. You should speak to Victor here. He's my second in command. Any tasks I dole out are delegated through him. I'm afraid I must go.
Is there something you wish to discuss? Good. You could be the missing piece. I'm relieved Lancelot sent you to me. Merlin would have you running the our contact. I had some. This feud, but this is not what anyone wants. To lose either family is to lose the food on our tables, or the tables themselves. Hunters and woodcutters are the basis of any decent civilization. On top of that, if we're ever going to finish Merlin's trebuchet, we need supplies and aid from both families. So, I need a trustworthy outsider to investigate. In short, I need you. Consider it your initiation. Once upon a time, the two families were friendly. They're neighbors. The Baileys even helped the Fletchers build their treehouse. It's an impressive structure, I must say. The conflict stems from a piece of disputed land. The Baileys kept expanding their lumber yard into the Fletchers' hunting grounds. When the Fletchers appealed to the Round Table for judgment, none had a superior claim. So we split the land in half. They both felt robbed, but the matter was resolved. For a time. That was until the fire. A section of the land caught aflame during the night. It was mostly on the Fletchers' side, but the Baileys weren't unscathed. They both accuse each other of starting it. If either claim is truthful, then sanctions would have to be handed out. I need you to get to the truth of the matter, and I want some evidence. Well, to be entirely truthful, I think it's unnecessary. The Baileys easily could have expanded their yard in a different direction, or made do with what they had. Same for the Fletchers. That land may have been their most bountiful, but they have acres of Camelot territory to hunt in. I suspect pride is mixed up in this somewhere, on both sides. I have no reason to suspect either family. They both accuse each other of the same crime, and I don't wish to inflict bias on your judgment. I would trust any of my men to carry out the investigation impartially, but they wouldn't. The decision on their land dispute, for example. It was a 50-50 compromise, yet both perceive it as a loss induced by bias. With an outsider carrying out the investigation, they might accept the Round Table's decision. Us. Camelot. Pieces are falling into place, and the gentry are on their way out. They're not urgent. You can focus on the task at hand. Good. Start by questioning the leaders, Edward Fletcher and Harold Bailey. Get both sides of the story. Then investigate the scene of the fire. See what you can find. Lancelot ordered patrols to keep an eye on the area and warned everyone to stay clear, so nothing should be tampered with. Once you've brought evidence of the truth, I can bring you into the fold. For now, I'll let Lancelot know you can come and go to the castle as you please. Good luck.
Never thought I'd be friends with a knight. Didn't know they still existed before today, honestly.
Ever vigilant.
What's up? Take care.
Need something? I'm Edward Fletcher, hunter by trade. Me and my family packed up shop and came to Albion 7 years ago, from Brumley. Back there, we had to fend for ourselves. But here, we're protected. Me and my brother come from a long line of huntsmen. Our father, grandfather, and great Mary, me oldest, continues the tradition. Sarah, my youngest, can't stand it. Says it's cruel. Each to their own. Wouldn't say we need help, but if you ever fancy picking up... I'm not sure. I'll be honest, what my brother did was regrettable. John and the boy weren't partners feud, or at least they shouldn't have been. Being knights of Camelot, they live, or lived, at the castle. Seems they had a feud of their own after the fire, a microcosm of conflict. It's unfortunate it escalated. I almost lost my Mary last year to illness. I can't Later.
What's up? I see. Be careful. Take care. What's up? I'm a seamstress. Have been all my life. I make gambesons and the like for the Camelot army. Take care.
Hey. Those Baileys couldn't stand to leave a nice woods be. They had to chop it all down for the sake of materialistic things like chairs. They didn't get their way, so they burnt it down. I'm Sarah. The rest of my family are hunters, but I know better. Later.
Why didn't God give radstags 2 bodies instead of 2 heads? That's the bit we don't eat. That's the boring answer. I bet it was the Baileys. They most likely discovered fire for the first time in their lineage and got carried away. I'm Mary, Camelot's greatest huntress. I've perfected the art. My cousin Damien's pretty good, I don't doubt it. But I'm the best there is. Don't be a stranger.
Need something? It's about time. There's been too much confusion around this fire. It must be stamped out. While I'm certainly not shy about making their involvement in the fire known, I think they're good people at heart. They're just stubborn. They know that land is ours. We moved into the area and claimed it weeks before they even arrived. And they think just because they helped build this place that we owed them. They receive banquets of food in return. More than fair. This was the early days of Camelot, nearly 8 years ago. They could have starved without our generosity. I was preparing dinner for my family. I'll do too. Harold Bailey himself, I suspect. Or maybe his father. I doubt he would have gotten any of his boys to do it. Who else would do it? If you have any evidence to the contrary, then fair enough. I'll put a sock in it. Right? Very well. Later.
Can I help you? He had an accident, that's all. A tree fell on me. I'm Ryan Bailey. Not much to say, really. Bye.
Hello there. I didn't lose my son. He was taken from me. That whoreson, John Fletcher, he can call it a duel all he wants. Fletcher knew my son wouldn't refuse. Thomas would have done it. Worst of all, Fletcher knew he'd win. He's a trained killer since birth. It was murder. John Fletcher is a bitter old man to rob my son of the rest of his life. Someone with a good sword hand. I should try myself. I want to tear his guts out with my bare hands. But all I can do is swing this axe. And my sons already lost their brother. I'm Harold Bailey. We were a family of merchants before we came to Albion. We wanted to settle down here, so we picked up a trade. At first, we were just woodcutters. But soon enough, we started building our own furniture, and then other people's furniture, and then houses and everything in between. We finally feel like we belong somewhere. I hope the rest of London will see what's happening here and accept Camelot as the way forward. We have too many workers for the little land we have, but we'll buy... Good. The truth about this fire will prove our innocence. The Fletchers. I don't have any evidence, but I know it was them. That may not be good enough for the Round Table, but it's good enough for me. They're criminals. They were nice enough at first. We even helped build that treehouse of theirs, but they quickly revealed their true colors. That land is rightfully ours. It's on our side of the walkway. Stopping our field at some arbitrary line is ridiculous. They have the entire woods to hunt in. Do you know how much additional manpower it takes to haul wood long distance? I used to think they were just stubborn. Now I know it's something more malicious. After what they did to my son, I'll never forgive them. Listening to the radio. I always tune into Nigel's show in the evenings. I'd almost drifted off in my chair when the smoke got me up. I thought the whole forest was gonna burn down. We managed to stop the spread with the water from the pond. No worries. See you around.